Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Dragon Age Origins. With me once again is...
Are we all ready to see the end of this blight?
We are. Today is the day. Tonight is the night. We are going to finally put an end to this. I have been doing some last-minute purchases of items, and I have gotten just a little bit more EXP. In case I didn't mention it before, Alistair is now sporting the Dragon Bone plate set that Wade hooked us up with. Let's have a look at it now. Superior Dragon Bone plate. It's lovely.
Wow. Now that's the armor a king should properly wear.
Yeah, forget that gold set Kaelin had or whatever it was. We've also got the Winter's Breath. I purchased this for a very hefty sum, 30 sovereigns, but I thought it would help. Not to be confused, however, with the, where's Win? Not to be confused with the Winter's Breath?
Winter's Breath.
Winter's Breath? Winter's Breath. It turns
That's
out that...
confusing.
Yeah, it turns out that the Warden's Keep DLC accidentally added an item with a very similar name to one that was already in the base game. So, like, that was weird.
Couldn't they keep this consistent?
I don't know. But hey, Leliana's got Duncan's sword and dagger, as well as the Drakeskin set and the Helm of Honleith. I've just loaded up everyone with the best things I could find. Like, the pure bitch braid. I'm still floored by that.
Still a name.
It is. But everyone's ready at this point. The weird thing is that there was actually supposed to be a story event where the camp itself gets attacked by Darkspawn. Somehow I completely missed this. I swear I never got it, even when I was doing stuff without actually recording. But that is a pretty fun event because, like, every party member joins the fight. So that would have been cool to see. But it just didn't happen, so sad.
Oh.
But we'll make up for it. So, you know, there's still one character, one very important character whose backstory we never learned.
If there's anything I can do for you, please tell me.
So what's your story exactly, Bodan?
Well, if you're really interested, I suppose it wouldn't hurt to tell you. I am originally from Orzammar, the famed dwarven city that lies beneath the stately Frostback Mountains. I was a merchant there, too. Merchant caste. These things are in the blood, you know. You can't just leave them behind. I ran a fairly successful business. Rare artifacts, you know. Old things, grand things. The nobles loved them. Reminded them of the lost glory days, I suppose.
Lost Glory?
Our kingdoms once spanned the length of Thados, from majestic Orzammar to Kal Sharok to glittering Darmalin far to the west. They say the gold and silver veins ran so thick through the stone of Darmalin that the entire city sparkled. The Darkspawn took it all, of course. One by one, the old Tigers fell, and then all that was left was Orzammar. But we were talking about how I ended up here. Well, one day, a noble woman came to my store. She looked around for a bit and then started shrieking in dismay. Apparently, she believed that a pair of braces I had for sale once belonged to her brother. He'd been lost in a cave-in, you see, while on an expedition to clear out the Darkspawn from one of the tunnels running close to the city. They were made specially for him. They're unique, she shrieked. He stole them from my poor brother's corpse. She had me arrested on the spot, of course. Nobles, they're touchy like that.
And did you steal them?
Well, I didn't steal them. You see, I'd been paying these castless thugs to venture out into the deep roads for the lost ties. They're full of things that people left behind. Sometimes you can find a treasure, something worth a little gold.
Is there anyone in this setting who isn't carrying some kind of skeleton in the closet?
Seriously.
They believe everything in the Tigers belongs to the house that once dwelled there, even if it's in ruins and they haven't seen it in generations. The noble woman, she wasn't too happy with the theft of her brother's braces. I don't know what they planned for me, and I didn't want to find out. Bribed the guard that was watching me and took off for the surface first opportunity I got. Never looked back.
Fascinating story, thank you.
You're quite welcome. Now, is there anything the boy or I can get you?
But you didn't mention your son in your tale.
Ah, yes. I'm married to a fine woman back in Denerim, it's true. She'd give me a son if she could, but that's not likely to ever be. Sandal here. I found him in the deep roads years ago. Abandoned, I think. And he was never quite right in the head. I took him in, and I brought him with me when I came here to the surface. He may not be my blood, true, but I think of him as one.
We left Orzammar.
That's right, boy. Maybe one day we'll see it again.
That was
Oh.
generous of you.
It's not as if I don't benefit, mind you. Turns out the boy's a natural working with enchantments. He might have even been lyrium-addled. I never thought of that before, to be honest. Happens sometimes. He can work an enchantment into just about anything, however, given some time. Could probably open his own shop, if he knew how.
Enchantment.
Well, he does seem to enjoy it, at least.
But where do these goods come from? Not the deep roads.
Look, we don't rob people, all right? We don't take things from people that need them. The things in the Lost Tides, what good did they do lying there? I brought them back to Orzammar, where people could look at them and remember. It's not all that different up here. There are places long abandoned by the humans everywhere. Even more now with the Darkspawn coming. People flee from the Blight with good reason, but they forget things. Things with value and meaning.
Oh boy.
Behind because they're frightened and desperate. And sometimes, my boy and I, we find our way to these places before the Horde descends, and we save these things. I take them away so the Darkspawn don't get them. Is that so bad? They destroy everything they touch.
Okay, you know what? Considering all the stuff that I have looted, fair. Fair enough.
Very
Tell
fair.
myself, too. Ah, these are dark times indeed. Dark times, my friend.
I should go.
Of course. Good fortune to you and yours.
Goodbye.
Thank you. Well, with that out of the way, I think it's time we bring the dark times to an end, or at least make them not as dark.
Indeed.
Indeed.
She
So would
agrees
say
with
this
you.
would be our-
She agrees with you, indeed.
So would you say this is essentially our final party?
Yeah, we have one more chance to swap them out, but we now need to head to Redcliffe, and, the castle's unavailable. Well, I guess we'll just check out the village. I'd saved
Alrighty.
at the Mage Tower, because I was stocking up on lyrium.
Fair. I guess that raises the question: how much lyrium did you build up for potions?
Enough to make a lot of potions.
Whoa.
Wait a minute. A fallen wagon? And the wagon pullers are dead. That's bad. Someone over here? You need help?
It's you, the Grey Warden. Andraste's mercy that you got here when you did. I thought for sure these monsters were going to get me.
What happened? Where is everyone?
They all fled to the castle this morning, before the Darkspawn arrived. I thought I could make it to my home and back before they got here, but it took me too long to get down here. What a relief you arrived.
You should get to safety. Are there more Darkspawn at the castle?
By now, yes, they'd have reached the castle walls. I'm going to get out of here before any more of those things arrive. Thank you again.
Okay,
Oh, that's
so
not good.
yeah, we have a full-blown Darkspawn attack, and here they come. This
Of course they
village
wouldn't be
just
that easy.
this village just gets attacked so many times, I swear.
This village is cursed.
I know. So what you're going to notice is that enemies from this point forward, well, at least in this area, they go down rather quickly, which either means they are extremely low level, or we have just come that much farther than I realized. Because look at this. Look at all these Blight Wolves. And they're gone.
Oh, nice.
I gotta say, this is very satisfying, no matter what the circumstances.
No, always. Like, being able to wipe out a bunch of enemies with just a single spell and always feels good.
Let's clean them out, shall we? Ugh. Well, we took the private documents and the silver chalice from those corpses. Don't ask why they're there.
I mean, with how much is going on, I'm just hoping everyone's alright.
Yeah. If they fled for the castle or something, then that's fine. Let's conjure up a storm, shall we?
Light it up!
Oh, it's so beautiful. Just seeing, like, all of that EXP pile up. And the only one left alive is the Alpha. But yeah, it wouldn't surprise me if they actually did just make all the Darkspawn in the area have, like, 1 EXP or something. They're just walking into the Inferno and going down. It's so cool. Or hot.
Right into the fryer.
Out of the frying pan into the blazing Inferno.
Hey, their fault.
I don't exactly know how they're bleeding, though, because, like... I don't know. When you burn, that doesn't really open a wound.
I mean, I guess there is some ways, but honestly, it's kind of too gross to mention.
I guess you're right.
Freezing, on the other hand, you got me.
Let's see how that does for him. I see an ogre. Yeah, he's resisting it.
I wanted to say, I see an ogre on fire. He is stunned, though.
Yeah, even the
Nice.
ogres are just worth, like, the bottom amount of EXP. Why is the...
Nope.
Is the bear stuck in my glyph? Or... Well, whatever.
Yeah. Oh, that's nice to see, though.
Oh,
Even
look
the
at-
ogres don't give us that much trouble.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Mage.
nice.
Oh, I'm being targeted.
Oh boy.
Can I use this? No, the mana's too low. Yeah, I've got like 3 stacks of Valyrian potions.
As they say, you are indeed stacked.
Stacked indeed. Oh, they left traps. Okay.
Ooh.
And where are they exactly? I'm controlling Liliana here. I don't see where they put them down. Oh. Huh. That's weird. Liliana very clearly said there was a trap. Hey, there's more Darkspawn, of course. And they seem to be going in the castle?
Oh, that's not good.
Oh, and look, there's bodies.
Oh boy.
Okay. You definitely want to be alert for this part. Because look, mage.
And what do we do with mages?
Mana Clash. It still works so effective.
It's always good to see.
Okay, I'm gonna try not to hit any of the knights, because I'm certain there would be friendlies up there. Or I could just fireball them all.
That'll be fine, right? We have revive, right? What do you mean it doesn't work on them?
Oh, sorry guys. What, a glyph of paralysis? You're kidding me.
Holy, wow!
They
So
actually...
that's what it's like.
Yeah, that's what it's like. There's another one, isn't there? Okay. Mana Clash will be off cooldown shortly, at least.
I'll be honest, that is very weird to hear.
What?
Mana Clash being on cooldown, we've only ever need to use it like once.
Yeah, you just use it at the beginning of an encounter and you're safe, right?
Yeah, so this is so bizarre.
Well, I have all these potions for a reason. Oh, there he is.
Whoa!
Okay, this is gonna sting a little. I agree, myself.
So let's do something.
Motley, do something. Wait, Fuego's not here.
Oh. What is that?
Do they have a smoke attack? Okay, everybody all right? That was not how I was expecting to start the day. Uh-oh.
What?
Oh, look!
Oh my... What?
Ogre Alpha! He didn't give us
Oh.
time to heal, either. Don't worry. We've felled so many ogres at this point. What's one alpha gonna do? But seriously, though, I think that's the entire purpose of this area. This guy has a red health bar. It's the end game. And look at how much damage we are doing. Oh, he grabbed somebody and started, like, punching them, but even that wasn't enough to hurt. Oh, she did it again!
Nice.
So that's 2 times Leliana has gotten that kill animation on an ogre. That's why I love her so much.
My lady, you're here. Thank goodness.
Did the Darkspawn get into the castle?
Some did, yes, but we were able to close the gates and kill the ones in the courtyard. I was told to watch for your arrival, Warden. Your comrade Riordan arrived just ahead of the Darkspawn attack. He has urgent news for you.
Take me inside. There must be no more delays.
I should take you to the hall right away, my lady. They'll be waiting for you there.
No idea how Riordan beat me here, but you know. Oh wait, I was doing all that side questing.
Yeah, never mind that.
Never mind that.
Look, we had to make sure we made enough potions, okay?
I've got like hundreds of them in my mysterious backpack of holding.
We can like prepare an entire army with it.
It's a relief to see you unharmed. And you as well, Alistair. Or should I say your majesty?
No, I wouldn't say that. Not yet, anyway.
The Darkspawn that attacked Redcliffe were relatively few in number, I'm afraid. It was assumed the Horde was marching in this direction, but that is not true.
Riordan tells us that the bulk of the Horde is in fact heading towards Denver. They are perhaps 2 days away from the capital.
What? Are we sure about that? I mean, if that's true.
I ventured close enough to listen in, as it were. I am quite certain.
Well, gee, we just headed off in the wrong direction. This is surprising. The Darkspawn seem to have double bluffed us.
Oh, jeez.
Has word... why did we think they were headed here?
The Darkspawn line is wide, and many of them roam away from the main Horde. Until now, most of them have been spotted here in the west.
Not to mention that we've been too busy killing each other to pay much attention to some silly old Darkspawn horde.
There is, I'm afraid, one other piece of news that is of even greater concern. The Archdemon has shown itself. The dragon is at the head of the Horde.
Make her preserve us.
But we can't reach Denerim within 2 days, can we? It's too far.
We must begin a forced march to the capital immediately with what we have. Denerim must be defended at all costs.
I agree. We've collected an army. Let's use it.
The Horde must be defeated, but the Archdemon is our true target. And only the Grey Wardens can defeat the Archdemon. That is why we must go.
Then we march, and hope the army we've collected here gives us the chance we need. Al-Eamon, how long before the army can set out?
By daybreak.
Then let's get them ready. I won't let all those people die without giving them a chance.
Listen to Alistair. He's so much more confident now. I like it.
He's in his element.
I guess so. We could leave now without the army. The 4 of us are good enough for that entire Darkspawn horde.
To
What?
defeat the Archdemon, we need to break through the Horde. To do that, we need the army. I see no other way.
I will give the orders at once, and will notify you the moment we are ready to march.
That would be appreciated.
Then if you and Alistair could meet me before you retire, we have Grey Warden business to discuss.
I will have someone show you to your rooms. I suggest you all get some rest while you can. We will need it.
One night at Redcliffe Castle, and then it's off to Denerim. Oh boy. I see we have dwarves here.
And what word have we from Orzammar? Has House Claret sent their men or haven't they?
They're stalling, which is as good as a no. House Claret's feud with House Romald has flared up again since their son died in that Deep Roads business. So naturally they're pleading the need for self-defense.
Fine time to start with that nonsense again. I've half a mind to... Evening to you, Grey Warden. Didn't realize you were still up and about.
You could use my name. Is there a problem with the dwarven forces?
Nothing that can be dealt with now, I'm afraid. Just one of the houses being thicker than the stone that made them.
Once all of this blight business is done, there will be a reckoning in the assembly. They're probably half hoping we'll all wind up dead. That way they'll have one of the strongest forces left in Orzammar. Enough to face the Darkspawn all on their own, I suppose? That's exactly the kind of half-arse thinking that got us into the mess after Endrin passed. It was our good fortune that you decided to go to Orzammar when you did, Grey Warden. For all that a surfacer needed our help, I expect we needed yours more.
Shouldn't you all be resting?
Resting? Who can rest after the march we had just getting here? You tall races have it so easy.
That and we're kept up thinking about the coming battle.
Are things truly that desperate? Do we stand a chance of losing?
We will find a way to win, because we must.
I hope you're right. Under the open sky is a terrible place to consider dying, that's for sure.
Right. Off to camp with both of you, and keep the drunkenness to a minimum. We have a long way to go yet. Pleasant evening to you, Grey Warden, and good fortune on the field of battle.
I have a feeling that any dwarves that fail to make it out of this situation would be happy if we just buried them the normal way.
Yeah.
All right.
Bodyguards.
Yes. Fuego, good to see you.
Aww.
Oh, we've got a long night and an even longer day. Do you see anything interesting?
There he goes.
Oh. Apparently he can search for items in areas or something, but I really don't. Oh yeah, Bodan is still here. He's still got that quest marker, which I think is seriously annoying, but what can you do? I believe our rooms are on the second floor.
I'll say this, like, with all the setup they have here, it is pretty easy to see why they would want to make, like, a sequel to this game.
Well, the interesting thing is they weren't sure if they were going to have that. I think I've gone over this. They weren't sure if they were going to be able to, so they didn't write it like there was going to be a sequel. But as you know, when a game is successful, you gotta capitalize.
Oh, yeah. I also mainly say, because, like, I know we didn't check the codex, but there is a lot of...
Go see what Riordan has to say.
Yeah, Riordan's in here. Shall we?
Yes.
You're both here. Good. You're new to the Grey Wardens, and you may not have been told how an archdemon is slain. I need to know if that is so.
You mean there's more to it than just, say, chopping off its head?
So it is true. Duncan had not yet told you. I had simply assumed. Tell me, have you ever wondered why the Grey Wardens are needed to defeat the Darkspawn?
Because of our skill and ability to sense them?
Were that so, then any skilled warrior would suffice. The archdemon may be slain, as any other Darkspawn. But should any other than a Grey Warden do the slaying, it will not be enough. The essence of the beast will pass through the taint to the nearest Darkspawn and will be reborn anew in that body. The dragon is thus all but immortal. But if the archdemon is slain by a Grey Warden, its essence travels into the Grey Warden instead.
And what happens to the Grey Warden?
The Darkspawn is an empty, soulless vessel, but a Grey Warden is not. The essence of the archdemon is destroyed, and so is the Grey Warden.
Meaning the Grey Warden who kills the Archdemon dies?
Yes. Without the archdemon, the blight ends. It is the only way.
Yet another plot twist.
Well, then.
So it's up to the three of us. Must a Grey Warden die?
As far as we know, the transfer of the Archdemon's essence is automatic. If one of us is not present when the killing blow is made, it is all for nothing. There is no other way. For what it's worth, I'm sorry.
You know, this really makes the loss of the Wardens at Ostagar even more awful.
Yeah, just all starting to, like, sink in now. Oh, God.
Why is this such a secret?
We keep it secret for the same reason the joining is kept secret. Who would become a Grey Warden if they knew the end that might await them? And yet there must be Grey Wardens. Without us, there is no hope.
So it's up to the three of us.
In Blight's past, when the time came, the eldest of the Grey Wardens would decide which amongst them would take that final blow. If possible, the final blow should be mine to make. I am the eldest, and the taint will not spare me much longer. But if I fail, the deed falls on you. The Blight must be stopped now, or it will destroy all of Ferelden before the rest of the Grey Wardens can assemble. Remember that. But enough. There will be much to do tomorrow.
Yeah, enough talking about how we're all gonna die.
I will let you return to your rooms.
I will see you once the army is ready to march, then. I guess this ends soon. One way or another.
That it does, my friend. That it does.
Oh.
Yeah, the more we hear about it, the less it sounds like the Grey Wardens were made out of the need and more out of necessity.
Those are the same thing.
Well, okay. Like, the need to, like, fend off the Darkspawn versus they need to exist because there's no better way to stop it than basically... Oh, God. I can't
sacrificing someone.
Yeah.
So there's a quest marker behind this door. Hello.
Do not be alarmed. It is only I.
Morgan, is everything all right? Don't you have your own bedroom?
I am well. 'Tis you who are in danger. I have a plan, you see. A way out. The loop in your hole.
You make it sound so hot.
You know what happens when the Archdemon dies. I know a Grey Warden must be sacrificed, and that sacrifice could be you. I have come to tell you that this does not need to be.
Does not need to be? What do you mean?
I offer a way out. A way out for all the Grey Wardens, that there need be no sacrifice. A ritual, performed on the eve of battle, in the dark of night.
Why all the secrecy?
You are a wielder of magic. Surely the mere mention of it does not stir in you the same ignorant fear that it does in others. What I speak of is old magic, a ritual from a time long before the Circle of Magi was ever created. Some might call it blood magic, but that is but a name. There is far more to fear in this world than names.
Okay, and from where did you get this ritual?
From Flemeth, of course. I have known about it for some time.
So you knew about the sacrifice before Riordan told me?
I did. Would you have believed me if I had been the one to tell you? I have my doubts.
Perhaps. Nothing comes without a price, though.
Perhaps. But that price need not be so unbearable, especially if there is much to be gained. All I ask is that you listen to what I have to offer, nothing more.
Very well. What is your plan?
What I propose is this. Convince Alistair to lay with me, here tonight. And from this ritual, a child shall be conceived within me. The child will bear the taint, and when the Archdemon is slain, its essence will seek the child like a beacon. At this early stage, the child can absorb that essence and not perish. The Archdemon is still destroyed with no Grey Warden dying in the process.
Well, that's not the slash fic I was expecting. So this child, it becomes a Darkspawn?
Not at all. It will become something different. A child born with the soul of an old god. After this is done, you allow me to walk away, and you do not follow. Ever. The child will be mine to raise as I wish.
How do you even know this will work?
This is what my mother intended when she sent me with you. She was the one who first gave me this ritual and told me of what I was meant to do. This does not surprise you, does it? Did you not wonder why Flemeth saved your life? Why she aided you? This is why. What is important is that I am offering this to you now. It will work, and it will save your life.
Okay, so this part of the game did confuse me a little bit, because if Flemeth wants her to do this ritual, why would she kill the people that she needs to do it with? Well.
I can only assume it's just because everyone figured out way too quickly, or she had no idea just how much Morgan knew about it.
Okay. Well, regardless, you actually think Alistair is going to agree to get in bed with you?
If you care for him as you seem to, you will convince him to. Consider what the alternative might be. Do you think Alistair will fail to do his duty as the future king and save his country? And if you take the blow instead, he loses the woman he loves. How do you think he would feel about that?
He broke up with me.
Rather, consider Zevran.
What?
Do you think he would advise if he knew the life of his beloved was at risk?
I beg your pardon?
I think you know. I think you have many good reasons to tell him to save his own life. I think you should consider them carefully.
Okay, so what just happened is this is a part of the game that has, unfortunately, a lot of scripting errors. So the game can forget who's ruling Ferelden, and it can also forget who you're actually in a relationship with. Like, if you even flirt with Zevran once, she'll mention him and Alistair. Regardless.
To be fair, it's got to be hard to keep all this straight, so I don't blame them.
I know. There's so many variables. I've talked about this before. Anyways, why not Riordan? Like, go for the Orlesian.
Even if I thought Riordan could be convinced, he is unsuitable. I need one who has not been tainted for long. It must be him, and it must be tonight.
Well, I want to know more about the child.
As you wish.
So, will the child be evil?
Allow me to say that what I seek is the essence of the old god that once was, and not the dark forces that corrupted it. Some things are worth preserving in this world. Make of that what you will.
I guess that's
not comforting.
It isn't?
Look, we gotta understand, I get that Morgan honestly is a girl of her own thing, but the way she talks right now, she's sounding extremely Flemeth to me. And I'm not saying she is Flemeth, I'm saying you gotta wonder how much she picked of the old habits she picked up from the old bat.
Yeah, you got a point. Well, let's ask her what she intends to do.
I do not wish to tell you.
I'm sorry, that's not good enough.
Uh-huh.
Will represent freedom. For an ancient power, a chance to be reborn apart from the taint. Is that not reason enough to do it? I will raise the child apart from the rest of society and teach it to respect that from which it came. Beyond that, you need know nothing else.
It's a good thing I trust Morgan at this point. I know that sounds strange to say, but Alistair is going to want to see the child.
I have no doubt he may, but he will not. It is all I ask for in return.
Enough
my God.
Enough about the child, then.
Then you have decided?
So, okay, one last thing I'll say is, like, we gotta really think of poor Alistair here. Dude broke up with the love of his life, is forced into an arranged marriage, basically, that he doesn't want to be in, and now we're almost basically trying to say, are we going to persuade him to sleep with a close friend of ours that he probably has no interest in to potentially harbor a child that could save our life? This is one hell of a stretch.
Yes. Well, all I want to say at this point is that I think it's hilarious that Morgan wants a child with the soul of an old god, because Claudia Black has children. Claudia Black being Morgan's actress, of course. And one of her sons is named Odin.
That's pretty good.
Yeah. And, gosh, should I spoil what this does in Dragon Age Inquisition?
No.
Okay.
Not yet.
Okay.
I'll ask for it if we see it.
Yeah. Let's do it, though. I mean, Alistair / Morgan, we gotta do it!
A wise decision. I shall wait here then while you go and speak with Alistair. I urge you to be convincing.
How do you be convincing with Alistair?
Do you want the straight answer or the silly answer?
I'll pick the silly answer and hope it works. So,
coddle him a whole bunch. Dude's a big baby.
I know. If you refuse this ritual, however, Morgan just leaves the party completely. So, I guess she doesn't want to watch her friends possibly get killed.
I see you can't sleep either. I also saw Morrigan outside your room earlier, and the look she gave me. Ooh, that was icy even for her. Something up.
Thanks, Morgan.
Alistair, we need to talk.
Oh. I guess whatever Morrigan had to say, it's big. This is what I get for becoming king. Everyone always brings you the bad news. So what is it then? Rats running amok? Cheese supplies run low? I can take it.
A lot of options here. Look, I love you. You know that, right?
I had wondered if that was still so after... Why are you telling me this? Why are you being...
I need you to do something you won't like. No, actually, no. What if I told you there was a way to avoid dying tomorrow?
You mean with the archdemon, right? If you mean running away, I can't do that, but you don't mean that, do you? What is this about?
Your wildest dream come true. Sex with Morrigan.
Alright, that's pretty funny.
The animation.
What's really up?
I've been noticing that, because like the text box has also been flickering a bit. I'm a little worried.
That's unfortunate. Thanks, Xbox 360. But I'm completely serious. It's part of a ritual.
Cute. This is payback, right, for all the jokes? But you're not joking. You're actually serious? Wow. Be killed by the archdemon or sleep with Morrigan. How does someone make that kind of choice? You're not actually asking me this, are you? What kind of ritual is this, anyway?
Well, it's some kind of ancient magic. Flemeth's, probably.
Well, that's reassuring. Wait, no it isn't. Look, even if I was willing to entertain this idea, and I'm not saying I am, is this really what you want me to do? Are you sure?
You need to trust me.
I do trust you. If this is what you think is best, I'll do it. Oh, where is she? Let's go and get this over with before I change my mind.
Also, I haven't mentioned it yet, but remember... Well, I'll save it.
'Twould seem your talk is done.
Great, so this isn't a dream after all.
What is it to be, then? Has a decision been reached?
Alistair has agreed to your request.
Oh, you know, dinner would have been nice. Maybe a bit of wine. Or you could knock me out first.
Still, I am glad to see that it has been done. Let us go somewhere more private, Alistair, and believe me when I say you will not hate this quite so much as you believe.
So, remember, it's possible to recruit Loghain into the Wardens and lose Alistair. So anything Alistair does from this point on, including this, Loghain could be here instead?
All I can say is a dude like him doesn't deserve it.
Well, he doesn't exactly enjoy it. He even says, like, you'll have to forgive me if I close my eyes and think of my dead wife. To which Morrigan replies, a corpse is more interesting than me? Thank you for blowing out the candle, though. That makes this a lot easier.
Yes. Blood control.
Oh, of course! Just give us that tooltip. Dual weapon training?
All the innuendos.
Who is this kid?
I think it's just showing everyone ready to go to war.
Yep.
We have gathered all the forces we can.
This is a hell of a finale, though.
I mean, we've been building up to this one moment.
To reach the capital before us. So we must race to Denerim as quickly as we can.
Don't you have horses? Never mind.
The lives of many thousands hang in the balance. We must not forsake them. You have gathered an army to replace the one lost at Ostagar, Grey Warden. Let us pray that it will be enough.
Was that the Archdemon up there?
Oh, that flying dragon? No, that was, I can't think of any dragons from Lord of the Rings.
Before us stands the might of the Darkspawn Horde. Gaze upon them now, but fear them not. This woman beside me is a native of Ferelden, risen to the ranks of the Grey Wardens. She is proof that glory is within reach of us all. She has survived despite the odds, and without her, none of us would be here. Today, we save Denerim. Today, we avenge the death of my brother, King Cailan. But most of all, today, we show the Grey Wardens that we remember and honor their sacrifice. For Ferelden! For the Grey Wardens!
Are their weapons enchanted? Weird.
Looks like it.
Hey, that's a goblin noise from Elder Scrolls Arena. I swear, there's so many, like, public domain sound effects that I can just recognize them the instant I hear them.
Well, we're back for round 2.
Oh, right in the knee. The weak spot of any guard. There she blows.
It's time.
So what, are we just picking up the stragglers ourselves? I guess we are. There we are. Préparez-vous à combattre. That was horrible French.
Listo.
Venceremos!
Vamos a ganar este día.
I do know a couple phrases that would be appropriate here. Alright, let's let him have it.
Oh, they're out.
Oh, that's Riordan over there. He's got the big health bar. He means business. So look at this. For this first fight, all of our party members are here. All of them. No exception.
Nice.
You can't directly control them, but they still have all their abilities and stuff.
I can't help but be concerned, though.
What?
What happens if they go down?
Don't worry, there's no permadeath. But it would be... I think you could use the revive spell on them still.
I see. I just asked since like we can't really see their health bars, so it can be kind of hard to tell.
I think you could if you... Yeah, if you do this, you can kind of see
I gotcha.
them. But again, it's very rare in this game to find an area of effect heal that actually affects allied units with the blue circles.
That's true. So I'm guessing right now it's essentially waves.
Yeah, kill them all.
Well,
It's
with
like
our whole group
it's
here-
like orcs must die, right? Except you don't have any traps. Well, you could have trap making, so
You can place them.
yeah. You know what? This really needs to be an orcs must die level.
Dragon Age DLC, maybe?
Okay, they're still going down very easily, so this is mostly for show.
Gotcha. Yeah, I could kind of see that, though. Like, imagine the Dragon Age, like, level 4 orcs must die. That'd be interesting.
Mm-hmm. Darkspawn must die. Okay, looks like the fight is done. Now we need to... I guess we could still loot them. Not much to gain at this point.
What? Can we honestly go to his shop now after this?
I don't know. Wade's might still be open for business.
And I guess that also does bring up a question. Does, essentially... Are we at the point of no return?
Yes, for sure. Like, as soon as you do the Lands Meet, Redcliffe is off limits. Like, you can't do any quests there.
Gotcha. What?
Sorry, cutscene.
You've managed to fight your way to the gates. We're doing better than I hoped.
That will change quickly.
Bloody nug runners are outnumbered 3 to 1.
What are we to do now, Riordan? You have a plan, I assume?
The army will not last long, so we need to move quickly to reach the Archdemon. I suggest taking Alistair and no more than 2 others with you into the city. Anyone you don't bring with you can remain here to prevent more Darkspawn from entering Denerim on our tails.
How are we going to fight a flying dragon?
We're going to need to reach a high point in the city. I'm thinking the top of Fort Draken might work.
The top of... You want to draw the dragon's attention?
We have little choice, though I warn you that as soon as we engage the beast, it will call all its generals to help it. I can sense 2 generals in Denerim. You may wish to seek them out before going to Fort Draken.
I am sure that if we did slay those generals, it would stop the Darkspawn in the city from doing a lot of harm.
It may also waste resources trying to find them. The decision is up to you.
Do you know where these generals are?
Neither of them are near Fort Draken currently, but there are too many Darkspawn here to tell you more. There are already several units of our allies within the city by now. They may be able to come to your assistance if you call them, but their strength will be limited. Now, who do you wish to take with you into the city?
And here is where we select the final party. And I think it is more than appropriate for the first 3 companions we ever found to be with us.
Indeed.
Alistair, Morrigan, Leliana. We need a rogue, for sure, and I want a second mage, so this is what I'm going with.
Out of curiosity, I noticed that you don't have to choose Alistair for your party here. What happens if you don't?
Well, nothing special happens, really, but if you had not done the ritual for Morrigan, and you make it to the Archdemon, then there's only one warden available to take the final hit.
Ah, I see.
Fair enough. Anyone else will need to remain here and assist in keeping more Darkspawn from coming in the gates behind us. Who will lead them?
Sten would be suitable.
Very likely.
Good. That should be sufficient. Nothing you have done has prepared you for what you face now. May the Maker watch over you.
So this is it then. All that we've been through has led up to this. Whatever happens now, to either of us, know that I am proud, infinitely proud, to have called you friend.
Thanks, Grandma.
And may the Maker watch over you.
Well, this is it, Warden. When from the blood of battle the stone is fed, but the heroes prevail and the blighters lie dead. As one of the blighters, I
Nice.
salute you. show them theirs.
Oh, I'm so glad I got that line.
That's so good.
Is it? Part of me is glad that it has decided to leave me here at the gate, but the other part is apprehensive. It's not that I'm worried about it perishing necessarily. Let's face it, I will be alive long after it has turned to dust anyhow. Still, things have been so much more interesting since it activated me. Shame to end that, really.
I'll take that as good luck, I guess.
If it likes. Well then, I suppose this is it. Have fun storming the castle.
That we will.
Oh, we missed a really great line from Shale. She can sometimes say, "Don't get eaten by the archdemon, because if it flies over me, irony dictates that it'll shit you out and it'll land on me." And Fuego.
Considering how much he hates pigeons, that would be the ultimate insult.
I know. You be good, Fuego, you hear?
Good boy.
Are you ready? We have reached the battlefield at last.
Thank you for your help, Sten.
I have done nothing. You have carried us this far. Do not doubt that.
So this is it?
Wow.
This is the end? We've come so far. It's strange knowing that all our fates will be decided in a matter of hours. We stand on the precipice before the greatest battle of our age. I wonder if the heroes of old ever felt like this.
Are you afraid?
I am not afraid. We go to fight for a good cause, and there is nowhere else I would rather be. You are a dear, dear friend, and I will stand with you to whatever end. This day, we will forge a legend of our own.
Heading off to slay dragons without me, Well, fine. Off you go then. If you do not come back in one piece, however... let's not get ahead of ourselves, yes? I wish you luck.
So we head into the city together, as it should be. Once this is done, no matter how it turns out, I will be gone. You are aware of this, yes?
I was hoping you would stay for the celebrations. But let me thank you now for what you've done.
You are most welcome. It is, I think, the very least I could offer you. Allow me to say only one thing before we go. I knew nothing of friendship before we met. And I will always consider you such. Live well, my friend. Live gloriously. Now, let us see this finally done. The archdemon awaits.
It almost sounded like she was ready to break into tears.
Yes.
I know Morrigan's... what she did is supposed to save us, but who knows if she can be trusted? Or if we'll even survive long enough to take that final blow. So I just want you to know that it's been an honor fighting by your side.
To the honor of the Grey Wardens.
To the honor of the Grey Wardens.
To the honor of the Grey Wardens.
See, this is amazing because it makes you feel like you've come so far. And listen to this too.
Kill those godless bastards!
We're counting on you, Warden.
Anything else? Come on, say something. Oh, all right, fine.
Make her watch over you.
That'll do.
Oh, that's right. We also have the bear with us.
The bear's going to be the most important part. Okay, so here it is, the finale, or the climax as it says. We could just storm Fort Draken. I think you could anyways. But again, we have to take out those generals, otherwise they'll overwhelm us along with the Archdemon. And it is here that a brand new game mechanic gets introduced for the final battle.
This late?
Yes. Because remember, we gathered up an army here. This is war. So you know what they allow us to do now?
What's that?
Well, it has to load in first.